guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. So I'm pretty excited about today's vlog. I went to Phuket and the Phi Phi Islands for New Year's, and it's not like it was something that was like on my bucket list or something, but you know those paradise beaches that you see on like TV or commercials, and then you get to go to one, so you're like, that's pretty cool, you know what I mean? But first of all, let me rewind a little bit. So I chose Phuket for New Year's because between Christmas and New Year's, I knew I wanted to go to both the north of Thailand and the south of Thailand. And the north is when I went to Chiang Mai. I did a vlog about that, I'll put it up here. And then the south is when I went to Phuket. So on the 30th, I went straight from the school to the airport and then had to wait like 56 hours. But yeah, and was my choice. So then I got there at night. It was kind of late, like 10, so I just chilled. The next day was New Year's Eve, but I woke up pretty late actually, so I just walked around and saw all these little shops in the streets, and there's a ton of massage places, and I got zero, but bought ice cream and just went to the beach and read a book. To the PATONG beach, which is one of the main beaches there. So this beach, PATONG, it's located on the main street, and it's full of like little bars and restaurants, and it can get like pretty, I wouldn't say hectic, but there's a lot of people there just walking around and also on the beach. And also it was New Year's weekend, so I'm sure that's also why it was so busy. And I looked it up because I thought it was way longer than that because I was walking everywhere, but it was only 3 kilometers, so it was cool. Anyway, at dinner, we were supposed to have this nice dinner, and some of my friends did have, but me and my girlfriends, we got late, and I ended up eating McDonald's on the way. We went to a street full of bars before it was around like 10. Thailand nightlife has a lot of colors and lights, especially like fluorescent pinkish lights, because I've never been to a club, so no clubs have that. But yeah, it's weird. It kind of has their own uniqueness, each bar. You don't really see the same bar twice. You can find in the same road like this really chic disco that you pay like 150 for a beer, but also like this really like animalistic vibes and themes in bars. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We spent the night there until almost midnight. Then we went to PATONG beach where everyone was spending their midnight. And I don't know if it's like a tradition or it's because it's such a touristic place, Phuket, but because they do have this tradition up north, but it's basically the Lantern Festival thing, and there was a lot of people selling that, and I did one, and people usually do them and wish for something on New Year's, for something for the year, and I did one as well, so hopefully that wish comes true. But it was definitely an exciting experience to have. It was one for the memories. So in the next day, I saw these pamphlets, and it was these companies that would take you to Phi Phi Islands, which was something that I wanted to do even before going to Phuket. I knew it was close and I wanted to go to the Phi Phi Islands, so I signed myself up and I went alone. I just kind of wanted to spend the day alone and going there, so I was picked up from my hotel in a van with other people from other hotels, and then we went to the marina. We catch the speedboat and we went to the islands, and it's about like an hour trip, and there's multiple little islands. It's not just one island. The first one doesn't even have sand. It's just like this little like mountains and in the sea, and you just swim, and it's the picture that they advertised for the Phi Phi Islands, so that was pretty cool. And it was probably my favorite one out of all the little islands that we saw, because you could swim, you could appreciate the island but also swim. Then we went to the second one, which was full of monkeys, like little monkeys, and they were super cute, but you can't like get too close because they'll bite you. And I'm not sure what they eat, to be honest, on the island, but I'm sure they find something. Then the third island was, in terms of beauty, it was the best one, but we couldn't swim because it belongs to the national park. It's protected, so there was a guard there, and we were like taking pictures, and some of them were in the water, and the guard was like, "No, ma'am, not today." It's unfortunate, but it's understandable because with the amount of traffic that that island has, it would go away really fast. To be honest, it wouldn't stay as beautiful as it is for long. It just wouldn't. One of the last things we did was snorkeling again. This was my second time doing this. I did this for my first time in Pattaya, and I'll put a video up here about that. This one was better for sure. You could see the reefs better, the water was more clear, and just got a better view of the whole thing. But still, it wasn't what I expected it to be. I thought it was gonna be a little more clear, and I thought the reefs were gonna be more colored and more diverse. But it was still a good experience to have though. And I had my iPhone, because that's what I used to film the videos. And I bought this like special case to put the iPhone on. But it was kind of hard to juggle all of it, like reading and filming. So I'm not sure the videos turned out great, but I think you get the point. I met this couple on the trip, and they said that the Caribbean Sea, it's really a place that you get to see a lot of diversity in terms of reefs and corals and fish. So I was like, cool, might do that, because I did really love to do that. I think it's such a cool thing to see, like all the living beings underwater. So I hope to do that someday in a place that I can like see perfectly clear the water and the fish and the reefs, and probably rate it like 6.7, I guess. And the Pattaya one would be like 6. I think that's fair. Around the middle of the afternoon, we were able to have lunch in the last island, but it was kind of cloudy, so they gave us some time to rest and just to enjoy the island. But I just walked around through all the little shops and bought souvenirs, and all of them, literally all of them, with the classic Thai pattern that they have. Lastly, we went to another island, but that one was ugly. I didn't like it. I don't know the name actually. I didn't even take any pictures because it was ugly, and you had to pay. It was like 10 baht, which is 20 cents, but you had to pay, and it was like, out of all the islands that we went to, this is the one you have to pay for. But yeah, it was fine. I got to my hotel pretty late. It was like 8 o'clock in the night, and I wasn't expecting it to be such a long trip, but I really enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend. Still unfortunate that we can't swim on one of the islands that was the prettiest, but you can still get the point and get the view. So one night I just had dinner, and then we ended up going to this club on Bangla Road. It was one of the chic clubs that you pay a lot for a beer, but it was honestly one of the best DJs I've ever heard in my life for a club in terms of music. I do want to go back to both the north of Thailand and the south, just different places. It was super enjoyable. I had a ton of fun, ate well, had fun, so what more can you ask, really? The best part was definitely the nightlife and the islands, I would say. I think that was the best part of Phuket. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. If you have any suggestions of videos that you want me to do after this one, or questions, just let me know. Comment down below, and I'll see you next time from a Portuguese living in Thailand. Bye!